the point of Genesis theory, like I mentioned, was to, sort of bring not success into perspective, but the entire process that goes into it. So taking the first step
Yeah.
and those initial steps. So that's why I'm sort of interviewing people who have just started off or, are somewhere in the early stages. So you're someone who's of course finished his entire first stint at entrepreneurship. So
Sure,
this is,
if you would say so. Yeah.
yeah, a small stint, but a really interesting journey. I've been through some of it, not all of it.
Sure.
So anyway, starting off, let's sort of roll back the years. What sort of got you pumped about starting your own business? When did your "I want to become an astronaut" moment become turn into "I want to start my own business"?
It's a good question. Well, so actually, I did want to be an astronaut for a long time. Then it turned into aeronautical engineering for some
Yeah.
reason. And then actually, for the longest time, I I kind of wanted to study engineering. I don't know if it was social expectations or I actually wanted to study engineering. That part is still unclear to me. But I do remember that it was something that I wanted to do and build things and whatever. But I hadn't really given thought to business really. One thing that I was sure about is I didn't want to do CA because my whole like family, extended family, there's at least there's like a couple of people in each of my extended families who's a CA. So I wasn't into that. So I wasn't really thinking about business in general. I think the moment where I realized that this would be something fun to do that I would like to get into was um, I think it was somewhere in I want to say 10th grade when I was
When you went for that
coming
summer
back
school
from
program.
school. Back yeah, so back I was back from school for holidays at home, and I was thinking what I want to do in the summer after 10th grade. And I remember I was going back from the airport, and I think my dad was in the car, and he's basically asking me like, "What do you want to do 11th and 12th?" The usual conversations. And I think I at the time I was into engineering, and I was like, that's what I'll do. And I think, and again, I'm paraphrasing here because I don't exactly remember what he said, but it was something along the lines of the conversation continued and ended up with him saying that you should think about business, and the reason being that with business you can, well, the way he explained it is, if you would become an engineer in, let's say, a specific field, yes, you will learn how to build things, but you will end up being one engineer amongst a sea of engineers, and the possibility of making larger social change is much harder in those kind of roles. If you really want to drive change in the world, um, figure out how you can pool together resources and bring people together and use their talents and work with them. So that was essentially what he had said. But then the I didn't fully understand it until I did the summer program at
At
Babson degree.
Babson,
And
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think that's where it really clicked. Is this is fun. I get to work on cool things, collaborate with people, and yeah.